Hello, everybody. This is Basketball Valley, and I want to talk today about the free agency of one specific player, which is Lamarcus Aldridge, the power forward for the Portland Trail Blazers. And I know the season hasn't ended and all, but I really want to talk about it because I had a big discussion with a friend of mine on where Lamarcus Aldridge is going to go. Um, so out of rumors, let's start with uh, the rumor of he going to Dallas. Um, it would if he does go to Dallas, which is one of the teams that want to sign him. Um, economically, it would be really good because Mark Cuban he owns all those business and shit, but it would be really good for him economically because he would get a lot of money. Also, Dallas is a really large metropolitan city in the United States, so that's another economical reason why he might go to Dallas, but I don't think he will though because of the team. The coaching is good, but the team doesn't fit with him because he's a power forward. Who plays the same position in Dallas than him? Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki is Dallas franchise power forward. Is Dallas franchise best player of their history. So they might want to convert him into center, but then that's the problem. Tyson Chandler, it would be really there would be really confusion. And if there was an NBA player that I would not like to mess with, it's Tyson Chandler. He's strong. He's really strong. By the looks, he's really strong, and I'm afraid that if I was Lamarcus, I would be afraid that if I mess with him, I would get my ass kicked. But that's another reason why it wouldn't work for Dallas. Also, Maury Stoudemire, he's old, but he does have a big rotation in the Dallas Mavericks team. It'll be really confused with centers and all, but that's the main reason why I think Lamarcus Aldridge wouldn't go to Dallas because um, he wouldn't have a spot in the rotation. He wouldn't fit in with Dallas. Now I want to talk about another possible team, the San Antonio Spurs. Now, the Spurs, San Antonio is a large metropolitan city, but it's not the largest. It's not like a Miami, a Chicago, a New York, a Los Angeles type of city, but it's a great franchise. I hate the Spurs. I'm a diehard Heat fan, but I have to admit it's a great franchise. They have really good history. They have the best coach in Greg Popovich, but I don't I don't see the same reason with Dallas. I don't think he will work out with San Antonio, but if he had to choose one of the two, he would rather go to San Antonio than Dallas because San Antonio, however, they don't have a good center. I'm part Brazilian. I was born in Brazil. I like Thiago Splitter's game, but I don't think he's a all-star level. And um, who's your other center? Wow, that's how much I pay attention to Spurs basketball. I don't even know who their other center is, but yeah, and also in their position in power forward position, the position that Lamarcus Aldridge plays in, they have the Spurs' best franchise player. Just like Dallas has Dirk Nowitzki, San Antonio has Tim Duncan, which is their best player in their franchise history, or Rodman. But I think Yeah, but Tim Duncan was much bigger than Rodman in his NBA career. No, not career. In the San Antonio Spurs team. So yeah. So Lamarcus Aldridge in the San Antonio roster wouldn't be good, and also economically, either Dallas or San Antonio. Dallas wins because I think Dallas is a uh, richer team than San Antonio. But if you put in as roster, San Antonio wins. So now that's now is where the Los Angeles Lakers will come in. They basically want to sign everyone this off season. Everyone, every position except shooting guard. And they have the cap space because economically, Los Angeles is the second best team. They play in the second largest metropolis in the United States, which is Los Angeles, California. And their roster right now, sorry, their roster right now, um, isn't really good. It's just Kobe and that's it. Kobe Bryant and that's it. Their coaching is okay, but there's being a situation of their management that my friend told me that the previous Lakers owner passed away and it passed the team to his daughter, and the general management was her brother, aka the son of the previous owner. And the the daughter wants to fire the son because he rumors are saying that he's the reason that Paul Gasol left and all of that, but I don't think it's true. But now speaking about Lamarcus Aldridge side, yes, he would get a starting rotation. That would be great for him. He could be he he could let the Lakers, him and Kobe, a healthy Kobe, could lead the Lakers to might lead them to the playoffs. Not will, not certain because Kobe Bryant is getting old and all. Might not get a championship, but they'll be like those teams um which are hunting for the eighth spot. So for the eighth seed, I mean the West is pretty hard. So don't expect them if it happens. Don't expect them to always be in the eighth seed, the seventh seed, and all of that. But yeah, um, I wouldn't see him as a Los Angeles Laker because uh, the team is rebuilding again. Unless if they get Rondo, then they get Lamarcus Aldridge. It could be an option, but they still will have to rebuild next year. Maybe get Howard back, or which probably won't happen, or they get Andre Drummond, which might happen. I mean, he does love Los Angeles a lot, but yeah. But right now, as of right now, I don't think Lamarcus Aldridge would be the best. No, the Lakers wouldn't be the best option for Lamarcus Aldridge. Now, uh, now comes the Houston Rockets, and there's rumors that the Rockets want to sign Lamarcus Aldridge, and in my opinion, it would be the best team, and it's probably the team that he's going to because, um, first off, economically they're good. Houston is a large metropolitan city. That I mean, the fifth largest in the United States, or fourth. Yeah, fourth. Philly is fifth. I'm sorry, but it's a large metropolis. They have a lot of money and cap space. Their coaching is good. Kevin McHale is a great coach. He could have won Coach of the Year. He was on that conversation. um, they have a great roster in James Harden, Dwight Howard, Josh Smith, even though he's coming off the bench, Trevor Ariza. But yeah, it would be a great roster. He would fit in well because all they need is a all-star power forward or an all-star point guard. They could become a really good team. They could become a contender and a championship contender is what I mean. They're already a contender, but a championship contender that could win back-to-back champions. Uh, if they get a all-star power forward or point guard or maybe even small forward, but yeah, he would play with Dwight Howard would be a great team in rebounding and defensively, and it would also be good in the offense with James Harden. So if he does go to Houston, that would be one beast team. A beast team. You could imagine the Rockets maybe repeating or even free-peating. But now I want to talk about possible options. That's my predictions. I don't think it might happen. No, I think it might happen, but I don't think it's gonna be those teams like wanting him, trying to pursue him. But those two teams will be. Let me just uh, talk one team at a time. One of those teams will be the Golden State Warriors because they have the best offense, but however in rebounding and defense they're not that good. Draymond Green, he's a do-it-all guy, but if you get Draymond Green and Lamarcus Aldridge, now that would be beast because Draymond Green can play small forward even though he's a little taller than the average forwards. Even though he's taller than the average small forward, he could be great as small forward. And Lamarcus Aldridge, if he signs with the Warriors, if even the Warriors pursue them, uh, he could play his own position. Um, he would be with the best offense in Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. He would be in a young team with Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. He would really help this team out with rebound and defense, which is really all this team really needs is better defense. They they have Draymond, but they get Lamarcus Aldridge. Once again, it would be peace. It would be a a championship team that might three-peat or even four-peat, if you ask me. But yeah, if the Warriors comes up as an option, I would personally think that Lamarcus Aldridge would definitely consider it, and that's where my next team comes in is the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, last free agency, you saw how Cleveland grew. They got LeBron James back. He came back home from my team, the Miami Heat. They got Kevin Love in a trade, and they got a lot of more players in the offseason and in the season, like J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert, Timothy Mozgov. I don't know if it is Timothy or Timothy, but whatever. Uh, Now if he goes to Cleveland, he'll have to convert to center, and different from that, no, different from Dallas, he would he would have a starting rotation as a center. No, he'll have a good rotation as a center because uh, personally think Mozgov is not the all-star caliber center yet. He may be in the future, but right now he isn't. And Cleveland wants to win now. So that's not really that good. And Vade Jones, he's a good center, but like um, Mozgov, he's not an all-star, and he's aging. He's getting older. So um, that's when Lamarcus Aldridge possible might come in because if they convert him into center, he would be good in rebounding, good in defense, and the Cavaliers would be a great team. They would be just like the Los Angeles Lakers back with Shaq, Kobe. I think Kareem was also in that team playing at no, a power forward. I mean, I'm not sure, but no, it was Dennis Rodman. I mean, but it would be a really beast team, the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron James, Kyrie Irving. If they re-sign Love, it would be uh, that team. It would be Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, J.R. Smith, or Iman Shumpert. I don't know who will they decide to be the shooting guard. Kevin Love and Lamarcus Aldridge. It would be the beast team. And to conclude, because I don't have enough time, uh, here's the team that I think Lamarcus Aldridge will go to, and that is the Houston Rockets. Because the other two teams would be his best option, but it's not official. So I think Houston would be his option so far. Playing with James Harden, Dwight Howard in the H Town, it would be great. Playing for Kevin McHale. That's all the time I have. I'll see you folks later.